What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Saturday, February 4th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, let's take a look at this 7-game NBA slate. So at the point guard position, I like Josh Giddey from the Oklahoma City Thunder playing the Houston Rockets, who have the 4th worst defense overall, give up the 2nd most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Also eligible at the shooting guard position, Josh Giddey has averaged 36.9 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 31 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. He's projected at 36.6 fantasy points here tonight, but I think he can score 40 fantasy points or more, get you 5 times value or more. He's $7,800 DraftKings salary, same price on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 232.5 points scored in this game, and Josh Giddey has scored 46, 44, and 25 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 37, 29, and 27 minutes. And Josh Giddey has scored 46, 27, 24, and 33 fantasy points in his last 4 games versus the Rockets. So he scored 46 fantasy points in his last game versus the Rockets. 4 out of his 5 last games in general hasn't scored under 36 fantasy points. So I think he has a good chance of scoring 40 fantasy points or more here in this matchup. So I like Josh Giddey here versus the Houston Rockets. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like Tyler Hero from the Miami Heat playing the Milwaukee Bucks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They've been pretty good versus opposing shooting guards. Tyler Hero has averaged 37.1 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 35 minutes per game with a 26% usage rate. Now, he's projected at 33 fantasy points here tonight, but let's see what happens if he scores 37 fantasy points. If he can get his season average, let's see what his expected value would be. It would be 5.3 times value. He's only $7,000 DraftKings salary, 100 less on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 221.5 points scored in this game. And Tyler Hero has scored 48, 29, and 37 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 39, 37, and 34 minutes. So I like Tyler Hero here versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay guys, it's time to announce the winner of our $25 weekly PayPal giveaway. And the winner is Steve Triolo. Congratulations, Steve Triolo. You are the winner of this week's $25 PayPal giveaway. Please reply to our comment to collect your prize. And to answer your question, am I butchering some of the names on purpose? I would say kind of. I know I'm doing it. It's kind of my thing. I don't worry about correcting the names. I just read them how I see them. And that's how it goes. Sometimes they come out a little bit funky. But either way, I'm still here making picks for you every single day. So thanks so much for your support and the follow to the channel. And congratulations once again. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy. And we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. Take a look at RJ Barrett from the New York Knicks playing the LA Clippers, who have a good defense overall, and they've been good versus opposing small forwards. But RJ Barrett has averaged 32.4 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 35 minutes per game with a 26% usage rate. He's projected at 34.2 fantasy points here tonight, and that's 5.4 times value. He's 6,300 DraftKings salary, 300 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 223 points scored in this game. RJ Barrett has scored 44, 19, and 38 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 40, 27, and 31 minutes. But I like this pick because take a look at his last 5 games versus the Clippers. RJ Barrett has scored 41, 59, 40, 32, and 36 fantasy points in his last 5 games versus the Clippers. So that would be well over 5 times value for all of his last 5 games versus the Clippers. So I like RJ Barrett here versus the LA Clippers. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. So here's a value play. Take a look at Marcus Morris Sr. from the LA Clippers playing the New York Knicks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, middle-of-the-pack defending opposing power forwards. Now, Marcus Morris has averaged 23.9 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 29 minutes per game with a 19% usage rate. He's projected at 23.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.1 times value. He's 4,600 DraftKings salary, 100 more on FanDuel. We know Vegas thinks there's going to be 223 points scored in this game. And Marcus Morris, so we know he scored 32 fantasy points last game in 32 minutes. So he was out for 3 games with a rib contusion, came back last game with no restrictions. And this is not a back-to-back, so we should expect him to play close to 30 minutes or more. And Marcus Morris is averaging 0.84 fantasy points per minute on the season. Doesn't need much to hit value here tonight. So I like Marcus Morris as a value play here versus the New York Knicks. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, moving on to the center position, I like Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat playing the Milwaukee Bucks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, middle-of-the-pack defending opposing centers. Bam Adebayo has averaged 42.2 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 35 minutes per game with a 26% usage rate. He's projected at 38.1 fantasy points here tonight, but I think he can score his season average or more, 42 fantasy points, and get you 5 times value or more. He's 8,000 DraftKings salary, 400 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 221.5 points scored in this game. And Bam Adebayo has scored 54, 35, and 36 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 37, 37, and 35 minutes. And Bam has scored 44, 48 and 45 fantasy points in his last 3 games versus the Bucks. So I think he is a steal here tonight for only 8,000 DraftKings salary. So I like Bam Adebayo here versus the Milwaukee Bucks. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.